สวัสดีครับสวัสดีนักเรียนชั้นม .5 ทุกคนนะครับ Good morning everyone and welcome to English for Tourism 2 in this semester, especially for you in grade 11 for this semester. This course that I focus on helping and developing practical skills in English for this tourism industry and focusing on the real world scenarios and being a tour guide, booking flights, or exploring or like knowing the type of accommodations, especially for the tourist attraction. So you should focus on the element or especially the topic or the content of this. So let's check the table of contents together for unit number 5 and 6. Unit 5 being a tour guide and unit number 6 accommodation. That I remind you, do you remember of the content that we have studied since the semester began from the unit number 5? So right now until unit number 6 so far. So did you understand or do you remember of the contents? And after the examination, we're going to continue to study unit number 7 and unit number 8. Next, talking about the assignment and the project that you need to complete. As I told you that for the formative number 1, for being a tour guide, you need to create or make a video presentation with the brochure, write a travel itinerary to understand how to write it correctly, how to write it appropriately, and make a brochure or create a brochure in the hard copy and with A4 sizes. Don't forget to submit to me by this due date. So this is the examples of the travel itinerary like this. Next part is I call formative 1.2. For this part is 1.1 and this part is 1.2. Writing an email that we have already tested in the class. So for some of you, if you haven't been tested this formative, this type of the test, so could you come to my office to complete this writing an email for 5 marks, so don't forget it. It's very important. Okay, after the summative examination, we can continue to practice and study and do the task or assignment in formative number 2 that I divide into 2.1 and 2.2. This is the 2.1 booking the flight, and we are going to talk about the detail of this work together later. And this part is formative number 2.2 attraction map, like you have to create or design something new, but should be linked to the creating attraction map. So all clear for the course syllabus for this semester. So let's move to the next part. Okay everyone, for this session in the unit number 5, we are going to talk about itinerary plan and being a tour guide. Could you remember and you understand all of the contents in unit number 5 that I warned you, because some of you might not be able to understand or might not be able to recognize the context of each unit. So you need to know the concept first before understanding detail. No matter you are good or bad in English, so the content of the unit is very important that you need to know first. Okay, let's move to the unit number 5 about writing itinerary plan. So that I have sent the PowerPoint slide for you to read by yourself first. For this video, we're gonna review rapidly. Looking about the definition of itinerary plan, don't forget to note it. And the tour guide itinerary, what should it be? And this planning a tour guide cover or plan step by step, write a brief introduction and give an overview, including detailed information for each day, day by day. You should write in detail about where the visitor or the traveler need to go, and the location, the place, and how do we go, how do they travel. You should tell me about the vehicle maybe. Next step is to add the useful information in the itinerary plan. It's called travel itinerary, and this is just the example and the template. So how to be a tour guide for this session, we're going to review how to write the script. I suggest that you should be able to practice in order to write the script fluently. Welcome and greeting first, the target or the tourist, introduce yourself and tell the sequence of the event or the procedures of the itinerary plan, like first, second, and third, and finally we are going to do and to be whatever. Like this is the example conversation in the context, and that's it for the contents of unit number 5. So next, let's move to unit number 6. For the unit number 6, there are 2 versions so some of you, if you haven't got the slide presentation, please let me know. For about the accommodation, like basic topic that you can guess or you can understand well and understand easily. Where do you usually stay when you go on a trip? Okay, skip it. Like the type of the accommodation and tell the difference of each place. And have you ever experienced any difficulty time during your stay? What do you do about it? Like you have to maybe write the letter of complaint later. Okay, so this unit cover the topic about the definition of accommodations, hospitality, and the type of accommodation, and vocabulary, useful vocabulary, and complaint letter or compliment letter including. Okay, so starting with the first one, definition of accommodation and hospitality. This part is talking about what is accommodation in definition, type of accommodation, for example, like gather accommodation and self-gather, non-gather. Okay, half board and full board is very important. Hotel, okay, in detail of this word, motto, what is its type, and about a hostel or bed and breakfast, what is inside, and guest house, homestays. Unit number 6, about vocabulary, amenities, gatherings, reception, concierge, and concierge นะครับ concierge bellboy, valet, room service, easy word, complimentary, I-N-E. Okay, toiletries, vacancy, suite. Do not pronounce the word suite because it's like the type of the rooms of the hotel, suite, single room or double room. Like example, video of check-in and check-out. Valley View Camping Ground, what is it? So this part is going to talk about the complaint letter or compliment letter. Okay, like this complaint letter, what should you do? Don't forget my word that one paragraph, one main idea, just basically simple. And you need to start by dear or if you know the name, and if you don't know, you can use sir, madam, and don't forget to put a comma. And then for the first paragraph would be like introduction. The second paragraph would be the first problem or first issue. The third paragraph would be the second issue or second problem. And the fourth paragraph would be the third problem or third issues. And the last paragraph maybe, no matter you have many paragraphs, but by the way, for the last paragraph would be conclusion, and you need to end with the logical and beautiful statement. For example, like I look forward to VING and something, and then close the letter by using the formal closing or formal ending by sincerely, and don't forget to put the comma again, and then signature and your name. And this type is called a compliment letter. You can read by yourself. Okay, that's it for the contents of unit number 6. So let's get back to another version of this unit again about accommodations. Look inside about the type of accommodation, what is the term of it, and the type of accommodation. Okay, cater and self-cater, non-cater, don't forget to understand it. And cater accommodation, half board, full board, hotel, motel, bread, breakfast and bed, hostel, vacation rentals, campground, resort, homestays, and useful vocabulary like amenity, catering, reception, concierge, bellboy, valet, room service, complimentary, toiletries, vacancy, suite, single, double rooms. Reading and then answer the question in multiple choices. Okay, so before I leave that, I want to remind you about the key topic that we have covered so far. So which will be very important for your midterm examination. Starting with the unit number 5 about being a tour guide, that we focus on creating an itinerary, a package or trip or plan that you learn how to plan the schedule, describe the tourist attraction, and use a useful vocabulary related to the tour guide and many more. For the unit number 6, accommodation, that we have explored how to write the professional emails or professional complaint and compliment, and try to remember to check the structure and the key phrases such as like I would like to express my gratitude, or I'm writing to address an issue. So I'm keeping my finger crossed for you all to do well in your examination. Thank you.